In today's tech world, there's a lot of talk about vibe coding. It's become this new trend, and while it sounds exciting, let's break it down. At its core, vibe coding is just a fancy way of saying you're copying and pasting code from places like Stack Overflow. Sure, it might make things quicker, but let's not kid ourselves. It's not a replacement for true coding skills. Think about it. Instead of setting up everything for your web project from scratch, you can just grab a framework like Django or Next.js. It's a smart move because it saves a ton of time. But here's the twist. While these frameworks make it easier to get started, they also add layers of complexity. You're trading one kind of work for another, and that can trip you up later on. Take WordPress, for instance. It's super easy to whip up a cool website using it. But once you want to tweak it just the way you envision, you might find yourself stuck. You could end up saying, forget this. I'll just make my own site with plain PHP or JavaScript. That's how it goes. Vibe coding and AI tools are great for quick wins, but they can make it a headache when you want something unique. And let's be real, even if you use AI to help you customize your code, there's a catch. When you face deeper issues, figuring out what's wrong becomes way more important than just fixing it. AI tools are getting better, but they still struggle to pinpoint every issue. Yes, they can help, but they're not quite wise enough to tackle every problem on their own yet. Another challenge is integration. We live in a world where everything seems to rely on stacking a bunch of API calls from different services. As a developer, you're not just writing code. You're connecting various tools and platforms to make everything work together. That's where the real complexity comes in. Now, coding might seem like the bulk of a developer's job, but it's really just the tip of the iceberg. For example, imagine you want to create a web application that processes images. Sure, you'll need a framework to get started, but that's just the beginning. Behind the scenes, you'll need to know various technologies to handle everything smoothly. You might use Celery to run background processes, Redis to manage queues, or Spark to deal with big data. Each tool plays its part, and knowing how to stitch them all together is crucial. Then comes the hosting part. Setting up infrastructure can get complicated fast. While it might not be solely a developer's responsibility, it's part of the role. And as tech evolves, those boundaries between roles might blur. The most intricate challenge is being able to connect all these pieces seamlessly. AI can help with certain tasks, but it can't yet handle the big picture of integration. So what's my point? It's about seeing the whole picture. Designing a project involves more than just coding. It's about structuring everything and ensuring it runs smoothly. Sure, there will be automated services that can assist, but we still need skilled people to navigate these systems. Take AWS or Azure as an example. They offer ready-to-use services, but you still need qualified individuals who understand how to use them effectively. In the end, while vibe coding and AI tools have their place in the developer's toolkit, there are elements of the job that they simply can't replace. There's deep knowledge and understanding required to build, connect, and run complex applications. As long as we focus on that, there will always be a role for developers like us, no matter how advanced AI becomes. So keep learning and growing in your field. Embrace the new tools, but don't forget the fundamentals. Your ability to see the bigger picture, troubleshoot issues, and integrate various technologies is what truly sets you apart. As a developer, that's your superpower, and it's something that no AI can take away from you.